are you? Happy Freedom Friday. It's Aya. Hopefully you can hear me. You can see me. If you can hear me, you can see me. That is a good thing. So here's my camera. Sometimes I look up here because this is my computer screen, but here is my camera. So can you hear me? Can you see me? Hopefully you can hear me and see me. All right. So my name is Aya. I help motivated mompreneurs grow their businesses to six-figure months without sacrificing time with their children by teaching them how to leverage direct marketing and effective automation. Okay, so that's what I do. So I'm a business guru. I love business, talking about business, all things business. But my favorite thing to do is be a mommy. Yes, that's my absolute favorite thing to do is be a mommy. It's my life's call. No, seriously, it's such a calling, I think, to be a mom or a dad. I'm not a dad, so I can only talk about being a mom, but it's such a calling to be a parent and to have that much influence and over a person's life and the direction that they go, positive influence and negative influence. I mean, it's just influence, right? And you can use that influence in a positive or negative way. I mean, it's how you want to use it. So that's what I do. So that's what I talk about, mommying and business building. Mommying and business building. Those are the two things I talk about. Thank you for joining me. I'm live. We are live right now. We're live, okay, on YouTube. We're live on LinkedIn. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Twitter. We're live. We're not live on Instagram, but we're live everywhere that we need to be live. So come on, let's go. So you'll see the title of the video is why your business is in danger of failing right now, but it's not too late to turn it around. It's not too late to turn it around. So my business advice, so let me tell you, I always love talking about this. My business advice can help anyone be successful in business. There are fundamental principles to be successful in business. That's just what it is. Fundamental principles to be successful in whatever business that is. And I just like to talk about it from the mom perspective, from the perspective of raising small children or children under 18. And you have to, I can't work on my business 24 hours a day. I can't. So it's really hard for me to relate to people talking about being in their business 24 hours a day, not sleeping, not eating, or just that's all they did. That's all they talked about. They lived, eating. Like, I just can't do that. Even if I wanted to do that, I just can't. I've got two little kids that I got to take care of, be there for. But I still want to build a financial future for myself, and I still want to build a business. And so, this is why I talk about what I talk about. And this is why I talk about it to motivated mompreneurs, because I know that our voice needs to be heard, right? Our voice needs to be heard. Everyone's voice is unique. So make sure your voice is heard. Speak up. Make sure your voice is heard. In fact, my kids, today I have graduated, and I have graduated to taking care of a 6-year-old. Yes, on Monday, my youngest turned 4, and today my oldest turned 6. Yes, they're almost exactly 2 years apart. And so now I'm a mother, a bouncing mother of a 4 and a 6-year-old. Happy birthday, Grace. Mommy loves you. All right, so what are we talking about? So we're talking about why your business is in danger of failing and what you can do to turn it around right now. So I wrote a little bit of notes. When I look down, I'm looking at my notes. Now, it just drives me up the wall. I'm always just, certain things drive me up the wall. And it drives me up the wall when I see business owners, struggling mompreneurs, people with ideas, people who should be making a lot of money, people who give great product, great service, but they're really struggling in their business. They're really, I don't appear to be live on Facebook. Well, yeah, I think the check mark is there. So hopefully I am. The check mark is there, so hopefully I am live. If not, I will have to let StreamYard know. Okay, but thank you for letting me know that. I appreciate that so much. Any comments? Let me know. Okay, so anyway, so back to what we're talking about. So it just drives me nuts when I see people who are really struggling, or people who are afraid, or people who are like, the business is not doing well, I don't know what to do. And then by the time you break it down and talk to them, because I talk to a lot of people, I'm a coach. I actually coach mompreneurs. I coach entrepreneurs. So I'm working with people in their business all day long. That's what I do. I love doing it. So I hear a lot of different stories, a lot of different perspectives. It is very warm here. It's like 100 degrees outside in LA. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so one of the things that by the time you start doing some discovery, you start doing some diagnosis, you start listening to some symptoms, you realize that they're just making some key fundamental mistakes. And that is why their business is in danger of failing, because they're making key fundamental mistakes. And that is why their business is failing. That's why it's in danger of failing. But it's not too late. It's actually never too late. As long as you're breathing, you're alive, you have your health, it's really never too late. So I definitely want to say that it's really never too late. Okay. So let's say there. But the first thing I want people to understand is a mindset thing. And the mindset, you have to understand that having a business mindset and wanting to have a successful business requires you producing a profit. And to produce a profit, you have to have some leverage. You have to have some systems, you have to have some leverage. Doing one thing by yourself, whatever that is, a product or service, and you do it everything mechanically by yourself, you are not capable of having the outcome, the capacity to have a real business. That's just how it is. I really just need people to understand this. I mean, I really just want people to get a revelation. This is so important. One person is not a business. Okay. One person is not a business. This is so important. One person is, if you're doing everything by yourself, you don't have a team, you don't have any friends, you don't have, other people helping you. That's not a business, right? You could even be making money. So don't get me wrong. You could be making money, but it's not the same thing as having a business. You could be just supporting yourself. You could be, I like to say, self-employed. Have you read the book Robert Kiyosaki? And he talks about, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I mean, it's a fantastic book. You should read it. It's really old at this point, and you can get like a summary of it on YouTube. But basically, he talks about this idea of being self-employed, like you have your own job, and that's something I really want people to understand. Having a business, if you don't have a team, if you're not doing other things, you're not doing it by yourself. You are limited when you're only working by yourself. So if you just do hair, you're limited if you just do hair by yourself. There's only a certain amount of hair you can do by yourself. So you're already limited. So you have to you have to have systems in order to get a business. Your business is in danger of failing right now because you don't have systems for the things that you're doing. Have you ever been to a restaurant and you can tell in the back, maybe it was a person who just loves to cook. That person is a great cook. So many people gave him feedback. You're a great cook. You should have a restaurant. I would come and support. And they really are. They really are a fantastic chef, cook, whatever you want to say. But when you go to their restaurant, it's so slow. It takes 2 hours to get food. Everything's all over, like it's not organized, and it's not a great experience for a consumer. And then you wonder, you go down the street, why is Chick-fil-A sold out down the street? Well, my food is better than Chick-fil-A. When you're trying to service many people with products or services, doesn't matter if you're servicing a Rolls Royce or you're doing a Kia, you have to be able to have systems. And systems will help you systematize your business, like your output. So the kitchen, let's go back to the restaurant example. The kitchen has to be organized, have a system. You have to have a system to buy the food. You have to have a system to prep the food. You have to have a system to cook the food. You have to have a system to deliver the food. You have to have a system for people to pay for it. You have to have a system for people to be seated. You have to have a system for things to be cleaned. You have to have systems for all of these things. And this is just a restaurant idea. For a successful restaurant, there's so many things that have to happen for them to turn a profit. And sometimes you could be doing all those things and you still have to find interesting ways to turn a profit. So systems. So your business is in danger of failing right now because you don't have a system for nothing. Nothing. You don't have a system for anything. Like you're just winging everything. You're winging everything. That's not good. It's not good. You're not going to be able to fly because you don't have a system. Now, the second thing is this idea of why is your business in danger of failing right now? Why? Why is your business in danger of failing right now? Advertising and marketing. It's unbelievable to me that people don't want to advertise. How many people do you think you can reach organically? No, seriously. Really, let's talk about this. Since the advent of social media, even before the advent of social media, for people to get to a certain place, there were very specific ways for people to get their message across. You have to be able to alert people, if nothing else, make people go from unaware of your business to aware of your business. So they're not aware, but now they're aware. They're not aware, and now that doesn't mean they're about to buy just because they become aware. It doesn't mean they're about to buy just because they become aware. But what it does mean is that they're aware. So you're one step closer to them actually buying something from you. And that requires advertising and marketing. And honestly, for any business, you need to give a lot of time to that. A lot of time to how you can get to people who would ideally buy your product or service, who need your product or service, who would like your product or service, and show them that, hey, I'm here in the marketplace. I want your business. Come and support, come and, I have the solution to your problem. You really have to work on that, and that takes some time and effort, and it's trial and error. These marketing gurus will have you believe that they can tell you everything and everything's going to be great. And what they're not going to tell you is that them too are testing everything. They have 10 different versions of an ad and they're testing it. No one knows how people are going to respond. We're not in people's, there are certain things that are, bedrock, but you have to test in marketing. So it takes time. It takes time to really understand what's going on. I'm sorry, I keep looking over here. It's like my light. These are the things of going live. Like my light is like, I have all these issues. Okay. Now, the third reason why your business is in danger of failing right now. The third reason. Listen, are you listening? Can you hear me? This is so important. Your business is in danger of failing. This is serious. I hope you're watching this video. This could change your life. The last reason is lack of personal discipline. Oh my God, lack of personal discipline. Because most of the time people don't have systems, because systems will discipline you. Systems will force you to get disciplined. So when a business doesn't have systems, and then on top of it, the business owner has lack of personal discipline, one day they're there, one day they're not there, one day they're watching, one day they're not watching. Listen, I have a really good friend who he has this really great barber, and his barber is amazing. Like, he does a great job. I can always tell when he goes to this barber versus when he goes to another barber. It's so hot in here. My goodness. When he goes to another barber, this is how talented this original barber is. But he lacks personal discipline. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not there. Sometimes he's canceling, sometimes he's doing this. Sometimes he only works 2 days, sometimes he works 4 days. Listen, that is not going to be sufficient for a business. That's like, maybe you could support yourself, but after a while, and the reason why people get away with those things, let me tell you why people can survive with those things. The reasons why people get away with those things, well, maybe I shouldn't use the word get away with it, but they can do it because to support yourself individually, it doesn't take a lot. If you're consistent and if you give out a good product, like if you give out a good product or service, and it's a product or service that's desirable to people will talk about it. Even let's say my housekeeper, I have a housekeeper, they do a good product. And I tell people in my one-to-one life, but I'm also in a lot of mom groups on Facebook. And somebody will say, hey, I'm looking for a housekeeper. And I'll write in the comments, oh, my housekeeper's great. Here's her information. Or maybe I write a post in the moms group and I just happen to mention my housekeeper. Like, I literally have 80 women. Like, who's your housekeeper? Can you imagine? This is how accelerated things can be in social media age. So now all of a sudden 80 women are like, I heard from Aya that you're a good housekeeper. Can you come clean my house? It's not that difficult. Listen, this might not be a popular opinion. It's not that difficult to get yourself booked. It's really not. Give it 90 days. And whatever product or service you're doing, you can get yourself booked. Give it 90 days, especially if you're giving a good product or service. But to build a business takes time. But to build a business, to leverage systems, to build all those things, sometimes if you just go to a website, you don't know how much energy and time it took to get to that website. Funnels are really big right now. People are talking about funnels. If you ever built a funnel, if when I go through funnels, you know what I see? I don't even see the product anymore. I just see how long it took to build the funnel, how people had to think about it, how that's all I see, how long it took to do that. So it's just so interesting. Anyway, if you have, so these are things I want you to understand. Lack of personal discipline. If you don't get up on time, go to bed on time, do what you say what you're going to do, your business is going to fail. I said it. Did you hear me? I said it. If you lack personal discipline, your business is going to fail. It's just going to fail. And listen, if you lack personal discipline, that's something you can grow in. I used to lack personal discipline in certain areas. I kind of grew up in a really disciplined household. So in certain areas, I was very disciplined, and in certain areas, I wasn't. And I've had to really, in the areas that I wasn't disciplined in, let's say financial, like bookkeeping, you really quickly realize you need to get it together as a business owner. So you have to grow. So running a business is like personal development. Let me give a shout out to Ray Dalio. I like his books. I read a lot of books. I really love reading. I learn a lot from humanity. I learn a lot from the Spirit of God. I learn a lot. But Ray Dalio's Principles, I love that book because he talks about what he believes it takes to be successful to run a very profitable business. He has one of the biggest hedge funds and asset management firms in the United States, really in the world, actually. So I wanted to say that. So I loved being here with you today. I want to give a shout out to Queen Elizabeth II. It's so funny. I heard a lot of different things about it. She was a murderer, dictator, not dictator, but oversaw colonization and all kinds of things. I oversaw that. But what I like to choose to remember her by is her duty, obligation, her love for her country, her love for her family. This idea of someone's got to be responsible, so let me be responsible. I appreciated that. Those things are not as fashionable and popular these days, but somebody's got to keep it together for the house to run. Somebody's got to keep it together for the business to run. So shout out to Queen Elizabeth II as she has moved on into the next realm. She's moved on to the next realm. She's no longer in this realm. It was I don't know, losing a grandmother to me. So that's how I felt. So shout out to her. My condolences to the royal family. His Royal Highness, my condolences of losing your mom. I've lost a mom. It's rough to lose a mom, whether she's a queen or otherwise. You know what I'm saying? So I love being here with you today. I'm going to go and celebrate my daughter's birthday. I'm excited. I love being here with you. Before I go, let me tell you, I have, let me do this. So I have this. So I did a webinar today. It's actually going to be a recurring webinar. So you can go to this website, startyourbusinessmom.com. So these are for my moms who don't have a business yet. You have a great business idea. You have a money-making idea. You really feel listen up, but you don't know how to start. You don't know where to start. You really don't know what to do. You keep hearing all these gurus, but you're I don't know what to do, where to start. So you should hit that webinar up. So go to startyourbusinessmom.com. Whew, what a tongue twister. Startyourbusinessmom.com. Go there, startyourbusinessmom.com. Sign up for my webinar. I'm going to have it again, I think, next Friday. Sign up for my webinar. I can't wait to see you. I'll go over what you need to do to get started. And that's so important because the first step is getting started. Getting started is also the biggest step. When you see a rocket trying to get out, so much energy to get this rocket off the ground. It's a lot of energy to get your business off the ground. Once your business is flying high, man, that's different. But to get it off the ground, it's okay if you need help. That's not a problem. So go to startyourbusinessmom.com, sign up for my webinar, and we talk about a lot of cool things. If you want to join the Mom Plus Entrepreneur Tribe, visit my website and sign up for the newsletter. I do a newsletter, the Mom Plus Entrepreneur Tribe. If you want to sign up for that, I'm excited for you. And then what else is going on? We're in a heat wave. It's whew, heat wave. So let me put the link hold on. One thing I will tell you is when you are live and you're trying to manage, why there's producers and radio and all that kind of stuff is because that's what they do. They manage all of this. So when you're talking and then you're trying to manage all of this, it gets a little you're and no matter how much you prepare, you could really prepare. So it's not that the person's not prepared, But it's just like, okay, you gotta look at the queen. You're talking. You don't want to have like awkward pauses, and then you're let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. But I really wanted to start using all of this cool branding stuff from StreamYard. But I used to not use this, but I think this is really helpful. And so I put in the comments. I put in the comments a link if you want to come on to the broadcast. I put in the comments a link where you can join the broadcast. Let me see if I can do it again. You can join the broadcast with me and we could just chat. You could join the broadcast with me. Let's see. Yes. So if you want to hop on, join the broadcast, get into the studio, talk about, what's going on. So what do you guys like to do for your kids' birthdays? Are you a big kid birthday person? So my kids are 4 and 6. So I always have like cakes for them. I think on Sunday I'm taking them to like this place called Adventureplex. And then today I like to decorate, all that kind of good stuff, and just make them feel special because they are special. It's the day they came into my life, the day they came into the earth realm. Well, it's not the day they came into my life, but the day they came into the earth realm. So it's a very, happy, exciting experience. Maybe next year we might go to, what is that place called? Great Lodge. I was thinking this year, but I still think my 4-year-old was a little bit too young for that. So I think next year she's turning 5. She'll be more mature. And I think my 5 and 7-year-old will really appreciate it. So when they come in. Yes. So if anyone wants to join, oh, look at this. This is learn the 6 mistakes you'll be making in your business, mom, that's keeping you at 5 figures instead of 6. Wow. That's so good. That's good. Man, that's good. I didn't even know I had that. That's dope. Let's see. Okay, this is Brother Solomon. He's always so loyal and waiting. Let's go to banners. Okay. If if you know someone that's interested in finally starting their business, have them visit startyourbusinessmom.com to sign up for the webinar that will show you how. And then I'm a coach, and I have different groups, right? So I help people go from 5-figure months to 6-figure months. And that's really cool. Like scaling is really cool. It's like a different vibe when you're trying to scale. So I have a mastermind group for moms like that. Then I help people grow their businesses. So if they're from they have a business, but they're trying to get into their first 5-figure month and stuff like that, I help people do that. And then I just recently wanted to really start, because I would get so many comments like, I don't know how to start, where there's just some questions. And and I would see out in the industry where people are like charging people so much money for stuff that's like, come on now. So I really wanted to just kind of start this new thing where it's like helping people start, because that's the biggest thing, helping people start. Because I want every mom to have their own business or have businesses. Why? Because everyone deserves to diversify their income. Everyone deserves to diversify their income. You don't want to have one income stream. This is very important. You don't want to have one income stream. You want to have multiple income streams. Even if you have a business, you want to have multiple income streams in that business. You want to, if you can have a job and sometimes something as simple as you can have a job and a business. People don't know that. They don't know that they can have a job and then they can also have a business, like a real business recognized by the government, and and have a stream of income from that business. So I want people to diversify their income streams, diversify their ability to make money. It's really important for me as it pertains to moms. Blessings. It's really important to me as it pertains to moms because, there's so many expenses to having children. I mean, every day I'm spending money on my kids, like every day, to feed them. I mean, these are basic. We're not even talking about like you see like kids who are like kids of celebrities and wearing like $500 socks. No, we're just talking regular housing, food, transportation, healthcare, just basic costs to have a child and have them have their experiences. You're spending money every day, every day, every day. So as a mom, you don't want to be only relying on one source of income. I don't care if you're a stay-at-home mom and you have a husband and your husband is wealthy. I don't care if he's rich. I don't care if you are in a 2-parent household. I don't care if you are a single mom. I don't care if you're your parents are like, you always want to diversify your income streams so you can sleep at night and you know like how you're going to take care of your kids, because it's a marathon taking care of your kids. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. It's every day. And depending on what you think and how you want to take care of them, it doesn't end at 18. Why am I saying 18? For people who are not in the US, 18 is the legal age of adulthood. It doesn't end at 18. My kids, just because they turn 18 doesn't mean like they're not relying on you, they're not holding on to you, they're not. No. In some ways, it's another phase that's beginning. Like they're fully out of childhood, but they're trying to learn how to be an adult, And so it doesn't. So you want to have everything you need to take care of your children, and that's why I believe every mom should have a business, should have multiple businesses. I don't care if you're a CEO. Have some businesses, have a side hustle. I hate that word side hustle. I don't know why, but have have other streams of income. It's important. If you become an author, write a book, make a CD, sell some clothes, do some things, do something seasonal, maybe in the Christmas time. Do something that, spend all year doing something seasonal, make gift baskets. And at the Christmas time, get ready for my Christmas baskets. I mean, it's so many ways to have a business. Like it's not one size fits all. It's not one size fits all, but it's important. It's important. I think it would make a lot of women feel better, when like, these gas prices, like inflation's increasing, prices are increasing, everyone's increasing. And you can't just rely on one job income because that is not increasing. Or stress yourself out trying to do one-to-one. No. Even if you start your business today, let me tell you something. If you start your business today, so let's say it would take you 5 years to get to six-figure months. But if you start today, that's 2022, 2027. In 5 years, let's say you're 30 and you're 35, you have a 6-7-figure business a month. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You just have to start. You can do it. It may not have taken 20 minutes, but you can do it. And then maybe your kid right now is 3 years old. By that time, they're 8. You still have so much childhood with them. So come on now. I just want to share that with you. I'm so passionate about sharing that with people. And if you do have a business, and my next passion is if you do have a business, you not stressing yourself out in that business where you don't spend enough time with your kids. Because maybe some moms have businesses and dads, and they don't spend any time with their kids. I'm not into that because it hurts you as a parent. And it hurts the kid. It hurts both people. It doesn't just hurt the kid. It hurts the parent too. They created their kid. They want to be there with their kid. So you don't want to be working so much, working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4 jobs. This going client here, going here, and you barely remember their childhood. You don't even remember what happened. You don't remember what happened. No, that's not good for you. That's not good for you. Otherwise, why would you have them? You don't even need them. If you have them, you want to spend time with them. So it's extremes. It's extremes to this, and I want everybody to, find balance. Find balance. All right. Thanks for joining me. Love you guys. I will talk to you. Soon. If you know someone that's starting a business and they're a mom, go to startyourbusinessmom.com. Startyourbusinessmom.com. Visit, sign up for my webinar. Let's go. Love you. Bye.